I've also seen extreme bad days. I have spent probably weeks surviving only on water because I wasn't getting paid.
So tell me this: when you started thinking about when you were doing economics, and when you started thinking about what was the time, and since then until today, what all has happened, and where do you see yourself going? Let's say, as they ask in the interview, in the next 10 years, right?
See, the idea that when I was doing my economics, one thing when I passed my plus two, plus 12, just like that time, everybody was telling me that this is what I should be doing, I should be studying economics. Similarly, when I was doing economics, there were the same people, they were telling that now you're doing economics, your next step should be ideally some MBA in finance from any reputed MBA institute. But by then I had this thing made in my mind that this is what I will not do for sure. And probably by the second or first year and second year or early third year or something, I was more than sure that films are my only track that I can go into. And I have to somehow, I have to, I mean, since I do not come from a filmy background, I have no knowledge about filmmaking and all, so I should get into a film school. Again, this thought is very wrong, which we'll come to later on. But probably it was during my graduation years that I finally decided that no, enough of it. My next step should be in a film school, wherever it is. So probably it started when I was in my graduating years. Since then, definitely I completed my diploma probably in 2007. In 2007 only, I came to Mumbai for a 7 days project, very small project it was. But when I came to Mumbai, I saw the difference in the professional approach of working in Mumbai, no matter what quality of work they're doing, but the approach towards their work in Mumbai, I felt very professional, which is very different from what I have seen in Kolkata. In Kolkata, the overall approach is very unprofessional, very lethargic, and very impunctual. They just do not have any value about what they are stating. I mean, they might tell you that, okay, I'll do this, but you cannot rely on the statement that they will do it. Probably they'll be confident about forgetting it. I mean, let alone doing it. So this thing about Mumbai, I really loved those 7 days. I went back to Kolkata and then I made up my mind, like I said, that I obviously I wanted to come to Mumbai for a larger audience. So then I thought that I have to come to Mumbai. But my first step after Kolkata was not in Mumbai. My first step was in Delhi. I went to Delhi. I lived there for 6 months. I worked there for 6 months in Marwa Studios in Noida. Jina Isi Ka Naam Hai Bolke, there was a show that was coming probably that time in ZTV. So I interned there initially. There I met a Bengali art director. I mean, Bengali man, I mean, a person who is Bengali who has lived his life in Delhi. So I met him, and since I was probably like what, 23, 24 years old that time, so he said, "Don't waste your time in Delhi. Now go to Bombay." He gave me a few contacts that go to Bombay, call up these people, say my name, and they'll at least get you an interview sorted. Go there, you show your short films, and see what happens. So like within a month's time, then I shifted with all my things with my luggage and all. I came to Mumbai. So that is when in 2008 I came to Mumbai, and then I started knocking the doors. With the few numbers that I got, I started knocking the production houses, the filmmaking houses, and all, and started working. And since then, definitely a lot has happened. Uh, I cannot deny I have not seen good days. I have definitely seen very good days when it comes to the category of work that I have done, the category of projects that I have been privileged to be a part of. I have seen good days. I've also seen extreme bad days. I have spent probably weeks surviving only on water because I wasn't getting paid at that time, and my savings that I came up with were all over. And whatever money was left, like a few $100 was left, I could not spend it on any food because anytime, any moment, anybody would call, I'll have to keep the money at least for the transportation. So those kind of days also I've seen. I remember that was mostly in 2009 that at a stretch I probably like 18, 19 days I only drank. I mean, whenever I was hungry, I only drank gallons and gallons of water. That was the only thing, and liters of water I only drank that, and that went on like 18, 19 days. And I had only like 100 or $150 in my pocket, which I could not spend. I was waiting for a check to come. And probably on the 19th or the 20th date, some production house, they called me, they said, your check is ready, please come and collect it. So that was the thing. So this also I've seen. At the same time, I have spent very good time when I was in MTV, when I was in UTV Bindas, when I worked with the XN team. That time also, that was one of the experiences that I will always cherish when it comes to my learning. So it is there. See, both the things are there. You just need to what I have understood so far is you just need to see what is the end that you are actually looking at. I mean, my contemporaries, my friends, people who started their struggle along with me, there are two category of people there. Some of them, they have left Mumbai, they have gone to their home city for good. Now they're doing some of the other job, whatever they're doing. If they're satisfied, if they're happy with their life, that's fine. But they have left, they have given up. At the same time, there are some of my other contemporary friends, they have started their own production companies. Now they have, I mean, through their work, they have probably bought their own flats and their BMWs and all. So I think it's just the mindset in which some people remained in the profession, some people gave up. So I rather, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to keep a mission that you have to buy a BMW or a flat, but the thing is their persistence, their perseverance towards their art. That is something that keeps me motivated. That's the thing.
I never really knew about all this stuff. This is so extensive and so informative. So, if you guys are just like me and want to know about a whole lot of stuff about various career options, about different fields, how to get into them, what to do, and everything about that particular field, then we are at your service. We'll keep bringing you all sorts of people from all around the world with their extensive knowledge, their experience, what they have been through to reach where they are today, and how they succeeded in their particular field, and everything about that thing. All you have to do is just subscribe to us by pressing that subscribe button down below, and also like and comment on our videos. You can also tell us about which field you want to know in our comment section, and we'll definitely get back to you. And you can also press the bell icon somewhere up above so that you will be the first one to know when we upload any video, because we are Expert Tribe, helping you to change your stories, change your life.